Good morning, everyone. Happy Friday, and welcome back to Ask Deb. I am so excited that you're here. I know it's crazy, right? The last week in November, getting ready to move into December, you're probably already maxed out with your business, maintaining and maximizing your business, and planning all of the family and holiday activities that are coming. And so I wanted to talk today about how do you balance, how do you master work-life balance when you are in the midst of craziness like holidays, right? How do you do that? And even more important, how do you keep momentum in your business during times of great stress like this, right? How do you keep the energy going? Because I've told you this before, but I'll tell you again. Once you get momentum started, right, you get the energy moving in your business, do whatever it takes to keep it going, because it takes probably 10 times more to create momentum than it does to maintain momentum. So whatever you do, don't let the momentum fall down, right, or stop or stall during the holiday seasons. But with that being said, how do you continue to keep your momentum going and stay sane? That's what today's Ask Deb is all about. So those of you who don't know me, my name is Deb Erickson. I'm a business mindset coach for the network marketing elite. In other words, around the world, I'm known as the go-to business mindset coach. And today I'm going to show you why. Today we're going to be talking about how to maintain this balance. And I'm going to give you both a skill set hint, in other words, something to do physically, but we're going to talk first about mindset and what's happening in your mind that creates this problem to begin with. Got it? So we're going to talk today at mindset first about overwhelm, because overwhelm is your brain's trick to keep you playing small in your business. Let me say it again, because I really want you to get this. Overwhelm is a trick of the brain. And what it does is it forces you to continue to play small. And so what typically happens is people build through the fall. They're having a great fall season, maybe the best fall of your life. And then you come into the holiday season and bam, your brain goes into overwhelm and you shut down. You can't handle it, right? You can't handle all the spinning plates. It's too much. And so the thing you tend to let go of is your business. And when you do that, literally, it's as if your business goes back into a slow motion, goes back into a stall mode, and then you have to begin the whole thing over again in January. That's why people have a forward and back kind of business. And so here we go. We're going to talk today about keeping all of the plates spinning without going crazy. Got it? All right, so we gotta release overwhelm, because overwhelm is that mindset trick that is going to sabotage your momentum. So how do we do it? Well, let me back up and add one more thing. When you go into overwhelm, when you say to yourself, I'm overwhelmed, I can't do it. That's literally what you're saying is, I can't, I'm in overwhelm. And your stress level rises. And as your stress level rises, it triggers the fear center of the brain. And the fear center literally says, we're going to die. We got to let something go. And so as all of that happens, as your stress level rises, your brain efficiency actually drops. Some scientists say as much as 80%. The accepted norm is anywhere from 50 to 80% of your functioning thought process is diminished when your stress level rises. So the obvious solution, guys, is that we have to reduce stress so that you can continue to be effective and efficient, right? So that your mind is working for you. And so I'm going to give you 5 steps today, 5 simple steps to help you reduce the stress and get yourself back into effective activity, release overwhelm, drop the overwhelm, so that the holidays can be something you love, you enjoy, right? You're there for your family and you're there for your business. Got it? All right. So before I do that, let me ask you a question. Do you know anybody that is struggling with this. And if they are, please tag them, right? Please tag them and make sure that they get a copy of this, because these 5 steps, I promise you, will change everything this holiday season. All right, so before we get into the steps, here's what I want you to do. I want you to think about when you go into overwhelm in the holidays, when do you go into stress? Is there a trigger point for you, right? Is there something that is the trigger point? So it could be when you get a text from your in-laws and they're like, okay, we're staying for 2 weeks. Or it could be that you are planning the big, the big celebrations, the holiday meals, and all of the things that go with it. It could be when you get invited to parties. It could be when you are holding maybe a party, a sales party, and people begin to cancel. Just notice, what is it that triggers you? Do you get triggered by business disappointments? Do you get triggered by rejections during the holiday? Do you get triggered by family coming in? Because, by the way, it's one of the most stressful times anyway, because it's hooking all of your childhood issues, right? When family shows up, it immediately hooks you, because you've got all kinds of triggers, embedded deep triggers that are connected to these people. So just notice, I want you to write in the box below, guys, I want you to say, this is my trigger. This is what hooks me. This is what I say to myself, because I want to help you get past it. And always the first step, guys, in getting past anything is awareness. So take a second, become aware of what your triggers are in the holiday, and write them down. Now, here we go. Here's the 5 steps that you need to overcome stress, stay in balance, and release the overwhelm. Number 1, breathe. Okay, just say it to yourself. Step 1 is to breathe. Because when you go into stress, you hold your breath, right? Or you shallow breathe. So or you just kind of hold your breath. You're not breathing deeply. And that signals the brain that you are in crisis. It signals the brain that you are in trouble, right? And so it activates the fear center, and immediately stress goes up, your brain efficiency goes down. You're making it worse for yourself simply by not breathing deeply. So when I say breathe deeply, here's what I mean. I always say, do it in 3s. Okay, so stop. And if you can, if you're not driving, if it's possible, you want to close your eyes and tilt your head back just a little bit. These are subconscious announcements to the brain that everything is safe, and that it's like you're taking a nap, right? When you lean your head back and you close your eyes. So what it does is it triggers the brain to relax. So if you can, close your eyes, tilt your head just slightly, and breathe deeply. And when you breathe deeply, breathe like in for the count of 4 or 5 and out for 5 or 6. So breathe in. Good. And then hold for a second and then breathe out. Breathe in through your nose, out through your mouth. You can even make a sound. Ah. You guys got it? And do that 3 times. Now, just stopping. Guys, if you do nothing else, if you remember only step 1, it will release the stress immediately. Deep breathing communicates to the brain that all is well, that you are safe and secure. There's nothing to be worked up about. And so even if you only do that, you will be miles ahead. Got it? All right, so step 2 is to consciously give the message to your brain, I got this. I got this. I got this, right? You guys got it? So instead of saying, I can't, what you want to say, yes, I can. I got this. I'll figure this out. Excuse me. Sorry, guys. So when you announce to your brain, I got this, something amazing happens. Your brain literally opens up. See, when you say I can't, the brain shuts down and it literally sends you everything you need to fail. It tries to match the words that you're using. So when you say I can't, the brain goes, okay, and it ships you everything you need to fail. Doubt, uncertainty, a feeling of lethargicness, right? Foggy brains. But when you say, I got this, your brain goes, okay. And it opens up and you literally have creative ideas and energy and passion and confidence and boldness, just like that. So breathe. Step 1, 2 is to verbally, out loud, affirm, I got this. It'll open up the brain. 3, you're going to ask yourself 2 power questions. Power questions lead the brain down a specific path. So here's the first question is, what's the outcome that I want right now? So what am I looking for? So I've taken a deep breath and I'm saying to myself, I got this. So I'm opening myself up. I'm calming down the fear center. And now I'm going to ask myself, what do I want right now? What would I like to see? And so in your imagination, again, if you can close your eyes, it helps. In your imagination, what you want to do is allow yourself to see the picture of the perfect result. So you might see yourself having an amazing holiday with your family and your friends and your kids. And in addition to all of that, you see your business continue to grow. You see yourself handling everything with ease, spinning those plates, right? Keeping them all spinning with a sense of effortlessness and ease and joy and happiness. Maybe you get to the new year and you look back and go, wow, that was the most amazing holiday season ever. My business kept growing. And on top of that, I had so much fun with my family. Feel it? So you see it, feel it, think it. And then you're going to ask yourself this really critical question. Okay, what's the one thing, the one activity, the one action I could take right now, right, that would lead me to that vision? What's the one thing? Notice I didn't say make a list of 15 things. I said one thing. What's the one most important thought I could think? The one most critical action I could take? What's the one most absolutely important call I could do? Party I could hold? What's the one activity? Now, the reason we ask for one, when you ask the brain for just one, is that immediately what happens is the brain begins to prioritize and go, oh, well, let's see, out of everything on our to-do list, this is the one thing. Your brain will give you the answer. This is the one thing. You will feel it. It will, your intuition will activate and you'll know this is the one thing I need to do right here, right now. Got it? And so as you identify, you breathe deeply, you say, I got this. And then you ask the question, what would it look like? What would the perfect end game look like? And then what's the one thing that I could do? Then here's the next step. Step 4, do it now. Notice I'm snapping my finger because I want you to take action now. You have a 3 to 5 second window to move into action. Once you have the solution in your mind, you must move and you must move now. And when you move, what you will discover is that activity becomes more effortless than it's ever been before. There's no struggle, there's no hesitation. You're not talking yourself out of it. You're not doubting yourself because you just move into action. So once you get the picture, take action now. You guys got it? Good. Here's step 5, rinse and repeat. Do it again. Do it again, do it again, do it again, do it again, all day long for 30 days, the entire month of December. And I promise you that you will have the best December of your life because you will come from a place of calm, assuredness, because you know you got this. You just take one action. And when you get the idea or the intuitive impulse to take action, you take action, you do it now, you move into action. And then you're able to let go of all the shoulds. You're letting go of all the stress, all of the conflict in your mind. You guys feel it? So again, step 1 is to breathe. Step 2 is to affirm that you've got this, that you can do this. Step 3 is your power questions. And remember, there's 2 questions. What would it look like? Right? And what's the one most critical thing I can do right now to achieve this goal? And then finally going to do it. And then you're going to repeat it. So what will this do? The result of these 5 steps is simply this, guys, is that your business will continue right? To grow and to move forward through the holidays. And I promise you, you probably have never done this quite this way. And when you keep momentum going, what happens is it picks up speed. And the interesting thing is sometimes you can take one action a day, just one, just do the most important IPA, income producing activity, just one income producing activity every single day. What it does is it's like compounding interest in a bank account, right? So it adds a little more and it adds a little more and it adds a little more and a little more and a little more and a little more. And before you know it, you got a freight train racing down the track that is almost unstoppable. But the reason most women don't ever create this is because we have life occurrences, and the holidays are one of those life occurrences that get in the way. And we think we have to make a choice. We think that we have to pick this or this. Well, I can do my business or I can have an amazing holiday with my family, right? I can either go to my kids' games or I can do my business. I can't do both. And life is not an either or proposition. It's not a black and white. It's gray. And what I really mean by that is simply this. You can have both. You can have this and this, not or this and this. And it's really simple. The way to do that is these 5 steps, is to be able to proclaim it first, right? Breathe through it. Say, I got this. I can do this. I can have them both, right? And then look at the end game. What is it I want it to look like? What's the one most important thing I can do in order to get there? And then finally take that action, take that one action. And notice how overwhelm disappears, how overwhelm is going to become a thing of the past. In fact, you'll look forward and, well, you'll look back and you'll say, you know, I wasn't overwhelmed a single day. I don't know what happened, but overwhelm was gone, right? It has been eliminated out of my life. All right, so you guys got it. What I hope that you will own, right, guys, is simply this. Your business is your life, just like your family is your life. In other words, it's all part of the fabric that makes you who you are. And the real secret in life is to be able to keep the plate spinning in all of the critical areas of your life, to be able to apply focus and pressure and discipline and energy and passion towards everything that's important to you. But you only do that one moment at a time. This moment, you're focused here. And this moment, you're focused there. In this moment, you're focused over here. You guys got it? And as you learn to release overwhelm and to be able to put your focus where you want it, what you're going to discover is that you can have it all. You absolutely can. I'm Deb Erickson. I want to be your business mindset coach. I hope you'll continue to join me on our Ask Deb. We also have a podcast. The podcast is called Network Marketing Network Marketing Mindset Podcast. It's a mouthful, but you don't want to miss it because I teach on the podcast, as well as I bring on incredible women to interview, and it's intended to inspire and to educate and to uplift. So I hope you will continue to join me in all of the free resources we have, as well as come to our website and check out some of the coaching memberships that we have available too. I want to help you make 2019 your best year yet. I'm Deb Erickson. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye, everybody.